Welcome back to Renegade GCM. Today we have gameplay with Bonney versus Purple Luffy in OP09 meta. So we choose to go first here. So Luffy can ramp Dawn by taking life. So it's more of an aggressive leader, where Bonney's more of a defensive leader. So he wants to get some Dawn, passing it back and forth. We're at 3 Dawn now. We're just going to attack 5 with leader. He gives us a 2k here. So we're going to play a 2-drop Razanati blocker, leaving 1 Dawn open and just passing it to the opponent. So they lost the life to get a Dawn. They're going to play out their Eustace Kid first, attacking 5 into 5 using leader effect. Here we're going to rest the blocker and take the hit. So now we're at 5 Dawn here. We're going to put 4 Dawn on Bonney and go right into that Kid blocker, 9 into 6. See if they want to give us up quite a bit of counter. Still left 1 Dawn open in case they want to repeat on their turn. So they have to give us at minimum 2 cards, and that's if they're both 2Ks. So they gave us 3 cards out of there, 2K and 2 1K, so that works for us. Like, they saved the blocker, but they lost a lot of cards in hand, which is a win-win either way. So here they're going to go with their Sanji. Dawn minus, giving it Rush, resting a Razanati. Their Kid blocker gives them an active Dawn. They go 5 here again. We're just going to rest the Sanji. And they give them the blocker, that's fine. So the opponent definitely should not be playing their characters before they do their swings going into Bonney. Especially if I have active Dawn. So they just pass it back over to us. We're going to play the carrot, keeping their Sanji locked down. And we're just going to go 1 on to Bonney, go 6 into 5 here. They do have 1 open Dawn, which is telling me like Gum Gum Giant, if they want to use it. But then again, the 1 active Dawn could have been from what they just returned. But here it is, Gum Gum Giant. And we just pass it back. We have 1 active Dawn. Yeah, anytime you go against a purple deck, any variant of Luffy in purple, just assume that the 1 open Dawn equals Gum Gum Giant. And it gives them a plus 4,000 counter. So here they're going to play out a Law Searcher. Getting a, looks like the 2K Sanji from OP07. Yep. Just rearrange some cards in hand now, kind of getting my 2Ks in order. So here they're going to play out their 6,000 power Sanji with blocker, taking a life, ramping a Dawn. And they're going 5 into life again. We're going to just use card action. We're going to rest down the Kid. And give him a 1K. No? No, we just took that. Okay. So we got a Shanks here. But now we're at 9 Dawn here, so we can deploy the Shanks, or we can go Hody, resting the other 2. Let's see. 9 Dawn. We're going to put 2 on Carrot, going 8 into their blocker Kid, freezing the Sanji with Rush, the 7-drop. So they give up the Kid blocker here. Alright, so let's see. We're going to deploy out the Bonney, trying to find a... Yep, we were looking for the Eustace Kid. Alright, so we're going to put 2 Dawn on Bonney, making it a 7k swing. We're just going to pressure life here. We still have 3 open Dawns, so we can deploy a 2-drop blocker if we want to. So we're going to go 7 into 5. They can give us the blocker if they want with a 2k, and the blocker will be fine, or they're going to use the Gum Gum Giant. Okay. Trashing a Luffy Taro. That works for us. So we're going to deploy a 2-drop blocker here, Killer. Just passing it back to the opponent. Opponent has 3 life. We have 3 life. They have 6 cards in hand. We're sitting at like 8 cards in hand. Not a lot of counter, but... Alright, so they're going to drop the 9-drop Lin here. Going Dawn -1. They're going to gain themselves a life. I'm assuming they're putting the carrot into life. No, they're going to put our blocker. Okay. So they might try to pressure the carrot. But... So they put the blocker into life here. So they're going to go 5 into the Jewelry Bonney Searcher. We're going to rest their blocker. So back to us. Now we're at 10 Dawn here. We're going to deploy out the 10 drop, just locking down their field. There's no reason not to at this point. And then we're going to go 5 into life. They have 4 cards in hand. And we still have a 6k swing with carrot. So I take that life. Now we're going to attack carrot. We're going to go 6 into the Sanji here, the 6 drop. 6,000 power blocker Sanji, see what they want to do. Alright, they're going to give us a 2k, which is fine. We still pressured it, and it doesn't become active, so we got a free card out of hand for nothing, essentially. So they're going to play another 9-drop Lin here. Alright, I'm assuming the carrot's going to the bottom of life this time. Because I can't do the 10-drop. So if they put carrot to the bottom of life, gain another life. So now Purple Luffy here is in their end game where they're starting to gain life and kind of doing some board control in the form of tucking it to the bottom of our life. So they're going 9 into 5 here. We're going to take that. They've already given us 2 free life, so we might as well take some, giving us more card option. So here we're going to deploy the 9-drop Shanks, just trashing the Linlin. And then we're going to pressure 10 into the Sanji, the 6-drop, 6,000 power Sanji blocker. I mean, they'd have to have all the cards in their hand, be like a 2k, 2k, and a 1k in order to get out of this. Alright, so they give that Sanji up. And we're just going to pressure 5 into life with Bonney, leaving 1 Dawn open so we can rest something. Just passing it back to them. So the opponent's back to 10 Dawn now. They have 2 life, 5 cards in hand. They do have a 9-drop Lin. They're going to deploy out this Zoro, which is a searcher. And they're going to get the Starduck 18 Singoro. Okay. They're going to play out Singoro. So they're going to swing later again. We're just going to rest that 9-drop Linlin. So now they really can't pressure anything. So 5 into 5 here, just a 1k. Kind of hard. We don't really have many counters. We have 2Ks, but... So we're going to take that first hit. We're going to go 7. They're going to go 7 with Sanji. We're going to give them a 2k. And another 2k. We're just going to counter out. Back to us. So now we're going to deploy the Kid. Putting 1 Dawn on it. And then we're going to activate its effect to put a blocker into play. And then we can just kind of pressure 10 into the 7 of the Sanji. So they're going to Gum Gum Giant here to counter out for it, which is fine. Now we have a Shanks 11k swing, which we're going to pressure the 9,000 power Linlin. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. They're going to have to give us a 2 and a 1. There's 2 and 1. Yep. Which is fine. Got cards out of their hand. They have to attack Kid on their turn, so 5 with Bonney, they did connect, so they took a hit. So opponents at 1 life. We have 3 life. We have like 3 2Ks in hand. We have a 0-drop event that can be counted as a 3K with one of our bricks of Basil or Hody. And then we also have a 1K with Cavendish. And they have to attack into the Kid, and we do have a Razanati blocker. So depending on what they're going to do, I'm not sure why the opponent keeps swinging the leader first. Because we rest their biggest character, which if they do swing with the leader, we're going to just rest the Linland. Because Linland's the only character on their field that can pressure the Kid without any Dawn investment right now. So opponent played 9 Dawn. Alright, they're going to play another Linland. Okay. Gaining a life, and they put our blocker to the bottom of our life. Okay. So now they're going to pressure 9. We're going to use card action here. We're going to rest down the 7-drop 7K Sanji because that's the only one that would have been a viable swing. And what's this 2K counter? Because they have no other swings into the Kid this turn. Because that would have been just a 7, 7, or a 6. So 6 and a 5. They just did the Sangoro just so they could draw a card. So they did properly swing the Linland first. We were able to rest the only other attacker that they would have, which would have been the 7,000 power Sanji. So back to us at 10 Dawn. The opponent's given us quite a bit of life this turn, or this game, so we're going to put 1 on to our Eustace Kid, making it a 9K swing. We're going to pressure into the Sangoro. We don't want them drawing more cards. So they give that to us. We have 6 open Dawn. We're going to go add 1, 2 to our Doflamingo, making it a 12 into their 9 Linland here. They'll need 4K out. So they give up the Linland. And then so right here we're just pressuring board. Because we have the Kid. We're going to go 11 into 7 here into the Sanji. So the focus for them is they have to attack the Kid. So if we can eliminate more swings off the field, then it gives us a little easier time protecting the Kid. So take another hit with the Bonney. We do deploy a killer blocker attaching a Dawn, so if we use it to block, we will draw a card from it. Leaving the 1 open Dawn as well for the Bonney effect to rest a character or leader. So here they're going to go 10 into the Kid. We're going to use card action here. We're going to just rest their Zordoro. And we just use their 0-drop event with the Basil Hawkins for a 3K counter. So now they're going to drop, 9-drop Luffy. They're going to give Rush 10 in. We're just going to counter and draw a card. You can use our blocker, and draw a card. We got another Basil Hawking. And now their 5K Luffy is not a viable swing. Opponent scoops it up. They did have like 6K in hand. But yeah, they're definitely... So Bonney was able to kind of still pressure the board with the big bodies, the Doflamingo, the Shanks, the Kid, locking it down, forcing their aggression to come at the Kid. With us being able to attempt to use our blockers and 2Ks to protect it, with our defensive leader ability to rest down Potentially their only other viable swing for the turn. But yeah, Bonney's doing pretty good stuff in OP09. So we'll have to got some more gameplay videos with her coming out. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.